The Prime Hook National Wildlife Refuge was officially established in 1963 for use, the federal legislation said, as an inviolate sanctuary for migratory birds. The refuge covers more than 15 square miles and stuns visitors with panoramic vistas not generally associated with Little Delaware. Marshland gives way to meadows and upland forest as the refuge reaches westward from the Delaware Bay. For years, however, the coastline of the refuge has been fragile.
Erosional forces and sea level rise have caused the whole barrier island to start walking back on itself in the westward direction. Filings you see here in the surf was an observation tower that was sitting behind the dune line back in 2008. So in a mere 6 years, we've lost that much shoreline due to erosional forces.
So when Superstorm Sandy pushed its way up the bay in the fall of 2012, waves breached the refuge coastline in 4 places and wreaked havoc with the freshwater marsh behind it.
What Sandy did was breach the dune and completely inundated that back bay area, killing off all the freshwater plants. Fish and wildlife realized that situation was not sustainable, and it made a lot more sense to go with the historical saltwater system. So in order to do that, they realized they needed time for the plants to become established. So our job is to build the beach and dune system, including a marsh platform to allow the plants to get established.
This marsh behind us here is a healthy Spartina alterniflora marsh that is native to coastal areas. And we're going to use this as our blueprint. We're planning on pumping in probably in excess of 1 million cubic yards of sand from an offshore borrow site. And we've located a borrow site that has the grain size that we're looking for. It has some of the old organics that we can use in the back barrier marsh segment of our restoration.
And primarily we're closing up the breaches like the one behind me that's occurred over the last 10 years from storms that was really aggravated by the Sandy storm. Reestablish the berm and the dune along here to stop the erosion, and we're going to build a platform in the marsh area to raise it up to where it was before the storms eroded it away.
We expect to have the project done in approximately 6 to 9 months. Timing it with the season, we have a window in which we're not allowed to dredge. So timing it to start right when the window opens up in October and then close again in March, we hope to have approximately 1.2 million cubic yards pumped, and then allow the contractor to go back and do the fencing and things like that, the planting, after we pump within the dredge window.
Originally was a salt marsh, and it's more likely to be sustainable as a saltwater marsh.